Here's me waiting for accounting. As you're aware, I'm doing some things slightly differently. So what I should have had up here was this. Oh, not that one, this one. Oh, let me see. That one? Then it would have hidden my face until I got things organised, but I won't do that now. So, the way I am presenting this morning is with Restream Direct. So I'm doing it through their live studio method of live streaming. But to have the two cameras, as I do, to be able to swap this around like I do, I did need to put eCam virtual camera on. So it's a roundabout way of still getting here with the same result of sharing the general card reading with you this morning. So just trying it all out. Good morning, Tracy. And how are you? Oh, look, we've got a dare here this morning. Good morning. And we've got Katie as well. Good morning. Now, there is something somewhere to show you a little icon. I don't know where you're coming through from. From YouTube. It does tell me in the background. So thank you for popping in. We've got a dare saying clever lady. Oh, I'm just trying whatever I can dare to show. And how do I get that off? I want it off. Because I haven't used the Restream Direct live streaming at all before, this is the first time. I've got no idea how to get that comment off. Hide message up the top. There it is. There is in each different method of doing a live stream something slightly different with each of them. So just discovering a few new ones. It's Kat. So you're over on the YouTube. Well, that's wonderful to have you there. I don't know there's an area somewhere that I am supposed to direct you to actually allow your icon to come up, but I don't know how or where that is, so I'm not going to bother. So we're here for the actual card reading. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch the screen around so that you can see the cards much larger than me, which is what I much prefer. So here we've got, and just for those who might be new, I've got a very interesting golden hue to the lighting this morning as it comes through the window. It is a dull day. So it's a very interesting colour, isn't it, as far as what hue's coming through. It's Sarah Marchetti's Gilded Reverie Lenormand. So that's the deck that I use. Beautiful Lenormand deck. Love it. And we have, I'll just slip that over there a bit further. I can't put the camera up any higher, otherwise it gets unbalanced. And I'm just trying to find now, where have I got up to with these messages? Oh, I've got quite a few more. So, good morning, Alex. How are you? You're watching from Facebook. Yeah, this one actually shows. And a dare, you're heading our way later. Oh, catch up if the stars align. That's a good idea. Yeah, drop us a message. It's a beautiful place and space here at Port Elliot, Victor Harbour area. So adding your daily card reading to my story. Oh, thank you for that. I don't know how to do all that stuff. I never remember from one time to the next. And we've got, couldn't get on the Facebook stream. Oh, that's interesting. It should be showing up on mytimetv.live and Ros Boundy page. I'll have a peek in a minute. Good morning, Sarah. Oh, well, it's just an old T-shirt, actually. I just threw it on, basically. Just seeing that we are live on my time, I just thought, well, I better just double check that. I haven't got it coming up that it is. Interesting. Oh, okay. But maybe I'm supposed to actually refresh the screen there. So what we've got here for our cards, a very interesting spread. And it is saying, yes, that I've got yes, it's live there. And the other page that I have it on in Facebook is actually my Ros Boundy page, I understand. So I'm actually hoping that comes up. Yeah, it is. So what I'm going to do, is close those and get back to the actual live stream. And here we are, the card spread. Remember to tune into your own intuition and messages that you're actually receiving as I'm running through these explanations, okay? And give yourself the practice through my time. Yeah, I just saw your comment there, so thank you, Prue. Lovely to see you here this morning. And Adair is on My Time TV. So it is looking like it's running in all the places it's meant to be. I'm even over on Twitch, and whoopsie, now I'm going to have to close that because I've just accidentally opened it. Twitch is working too. It's all part of the experimenting and getting things moving in different areas. So, and that's a bit what we've got here too. So if you remember and have been with me following along for a while, this is the workspace. We've got the home space there with the sun. The mice are actually in the unexpected position. We've got the fox in the your role position, and the well is in the outcome. I find it very interesting that we've got two of the sneaky little cards in the spread today. With the park and that's bringing a lot of stuff out into the public arena and having it shown to the world type of thing. So if there's anything that you're working on in your business and wanting to you've been stewing on ideas or planning ideas that are going to be launched and that type of thing, well, today is probably a very good day to actually put those plans into action in some form. So because the park can be about putting things into public. If you remember you might not. It was a form of public communication, was to stand on your soapbox in a public place and space, usually on a corner of streets or, in a park or around a statue type of thing, somewhere public that you'd actually spruik your stuff. And that's sort of the impression I'm getting here with what is that public space. Just choose it wisely, and you'll have the most reach when you're actually speaking out what you need to be launching or expressing or anything at all like that. Because it's in the workspace, this one, I'm feeling that it is something to do with what is ideas being launched and actually put out into public. You've sat on them and planned for a while, and now it's time to get them out there. We've got the sun in the home space, so it's bright and sunny, and the beautiful warmth and shining aspect of the sun, the smiling face aspect of it. Things that are going to come forward in your home space that are just going to have that scene and have that light on them, so that if there's anything that you have been stewing on or that's been a bit of a dark shadow for you, it's actually going to come forward now and have that light shine on. It's going to have that support with the masculine energy as well around you, working on your home space. So it could be to do with relationships. It could be, good morning, Karen, how are you? And it could be even just getting out in the garden and sprucing it up and doing things so that once the sunshine is out, that it's going to be the biggest benefit for the garden. This is the home space. Where are you feeling that pull to have things out in the sunshine, to have things exposed? We've got the public arena for, the park for our workspace, and in our home space, we've got the sun shining on it fully, giving its warmth and strength, because it is a bit more of that masculine energy that's going to be present today in that home area. And we've got the mice. That's the one that's in that unexpected bit, and that's usually the only time you'd see a mouse is unexpectedly. So even though winter's past, usually seeing them in our homes around winter because they come in from the rain and all that. And like to get the food. So it's still that surprise factor of having a mouse pop into the day. It's the energy of that quick, use the resources and out again. not sneaking around, trying not to get caught. But really, whilst they're actually in the process of stealing the food and making use of the resources, are they conscious of the fact that they're doing anything wrong? That's the other part of it. Being a mouse, it's the natural thing to just, you forage and you're taking advantage of what's around close by. So, of course, you're going to do whatever you can to feed yourself. So, but this is the unexpected. In our own space, it could be that, there's someone that is niggling in the background and just nibbling away at things that are ours that they shouldn't be. Or, it can almost be like that nagging type thing because they're there. Are they ever present? Only you would know. So that energy around mice is someone taking advantage, or maybe you are and need to take advantage while the opportunity is there. Could be something to do with this too. And that, it really does all interconnect and relate, doesn't it? So here we have the fox in our role. So we're needing to actually think again of how we're going to be doing something, or, being the rooster instead, switch the positioning around. If I was a fox and really wanted to get into that chicken coop and I've got something guarding it, I'd be going back and planning again for something different. Try a different angle, try a different way. It's almost like the same sort of interpretation with the mice. Being a fox, you're actually feeling there's nothing wrong with what you're doing because that's what our survival kicks in as, that we do plan what we have as our skills and use them to be useful for our purposes, not someone else's usually, because it is that survive, fight, flight type instinct. It is that instinct that we kick in with a lot of the time without our thought for others. Now, this could be that we need to be, for our role, be more aware of maybe that sense in itself, that we're not really aware of how we do manipulate things and how we plan things that really can be a bit more on that selfish platform rather than being inclusive of others. It's very hard to sort of feel that there's an inclusiveness when you look at a fox, the rooster, and the chickens in the coop, how well they'd get along together if there were no barriers. There really is a purpose for each and every being. So, it is something that we need to actually sit within ourselves. Our role and responsibility is to understand where our skills and where our purpose is as well, so that we're not, it's very difficult to go against what is your actual natural, the nature of who you are. So maybe it is a card today of sitting in our energy to actually understand and know what our purpose is, so that we can actually have that true direction for our business and within our home space to be happy and be supported and supporting as well. Okay. So, and I'm feeling that with all of that combination of what these cards are, that are the work, the home, and what's going to happen with us in our unexpected situations today, and how we're looking at things as a perspective as to here we are at the end of our day. I mean, the outcome, we usually feel it's the end of the day. Well, I do, as we can look back and sort of feel, well, what did I do today? Because sometimes I can't remember what I did 5 minutes ago, let alone, trying to remember back all that I did in a day. But at least we're knowing with this guidance of this card that our well, I feel, is going to be full. That feels like a nice, resting, relaxing card to finish on, that we can know that the well is full for what we need it for tomorrow, that what we've done today in our work and in our home space, and even that work on ourselves, is going to fill our well to its capacity. That when we get there for the morning tomorrow, that we're going to be able to wind that wheel down and bring up a full bucket. So that's what I'm actually feeling within this outcome card. So I am going to leave that there for this morning because I do feel that that's enough of an explanation to give you the guidance that you're probably needing to open up to your own psychic senses, intuition, gut feeling, whatever messages you're getting. What do you feel when you're actually looking at these cards? Sit with it for a bit of time through the day, even to come back and take a revisit, look at it again and just say, oh, maybe that's what that meant with that card in particular, the mice card or something. You've had an aha with one or other of the cards. Allow that learning to grow you and continue to be that pathway to being the best person that you can be. So I'll leave it there, and tomorrow morning I'm not sure which method I'm going to use to present. I know I've got Restream. There's another one that I can use. I'm not sure if I've used Ecamm by itself yet. I can't remember. It still will be through Restream to go on those 5 channels because I want to have that experience and I suppose a data, looking at the analytics later, because it's all part and parcel of growing, isn't it? Sometimes we do need to look back and reflect on what is our data. So, anyway, look, have the best day that you can, being the best person that you can, and we'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. Namaste. And now to find where I finish this live stream, because I don't know on Restream. It is, I don't know. Karen, good morning. And I just saw you. Thank you. That's what I was trying to show as I'm looking for that finish. Bye for now.